What's up, guys? It's Jam Apples here, back again with another climbing the rating ladder video. Right now we're 504. We'll see how high we can get this time. All right, let's look for an opponent, and looks like we're gonna be playing against Rizmiro. What the heck is that picture? British people have interesting photos. I'm gonna go for e4. Plays b6 is fine. I'm gonna go here, just developing my pieces, controlling the center. He goes for d5, hitting e4. I feel like taking here would be a bit of a concession. Should be fine, but I'm gonna push the pawn, gaining some space. Goes for e6. I see nothing wrong with developing the knight, either here or here. Let's go knight f3. Should probably fight back in the center with c5. This is not what he wants to do. He's blocking his c-pawn, blocking his bishop as well. Not really the thing he wants to do. So let's just castle. No, can't beat. This guy is feisty. What is he doing? Okay, I'm gonna go c3. I want my knight to be able to move, so I'm just reinforcing my pawn. And looks like he's just going to give me a free pawn. This is just a fork. I mean, this Brit has a really weird profile picture too. It's like creepy. Also, by the way, that was a bad move by me. Or maybe not a bad move, but he could have gone bishop e7. He does not. And now he is going to have to forfeit. First, I'm going to make him forfeit his castling rights. I can do that. I can scoop up this pawn anytime I like. So, bishop g6 check. He's going to have to move his king somewhere. King e7. And now I'm going to scoop up this pawn. And this pawn is pinned. Rizmiro is in a really bad spot right here. He goes knight h6, developing a piece I can see. Okay, let's just go rook e1 here. King's on the e file. Might as well apply some pressure. And looks like he's just going to give me the free win here. So after takes, we have a double discovered check on the king. This looks really bad for him. I don't see how he's gonna survive this. He goes for king d6. But we can play just pawn takes pawn and win an entire queen. Now, if he had, say, taken my bishop with his rook, I would have actually just promoted to a new queen. So this was not the worst move, but again, we are now up 8 points of material, and sorry, Rizmiro, but I think you're about to be toast. Okay, let's just target this pawn here. He relinquishes control of the file, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't just give me the free file like this. You know, rooks belong on open files. This bishop c8, defending the pawn. Well played, I guess. Don't really know what else to say here. Knight h4, we're just gonna keep harassing this pawn. But it's more about this square, right? The square is really important. Also clearing the way for this knight to come in, and now we just take free pawn. 2 attackers, 1 defender. We win a pawn. Threaten checkmate in 1. I don't know if he sees it. It's defended by the rook. And looks like Mr. Rizmiro is not going to see it. He goes down. We're 515. Alright, jumping right into the next game. We're against BW29P from Australia, it seems. He's got a diamond membership too. Wow, fancy. Let's go for the trusty Caro-Kann here. I play this a lot online. Not so much over the board, but maybe I will. Who knows? So we're going to free move takes. The whole point of c6 is to go d5. Fight back in the center right away. Goes bishop d3. I don't know about that one, actually. Feel like it's not theory, though. Probably not a bad move either. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just going to go knight f6, protect my pawn. Probably not the right move, but again, I'm not a Caro player. Queen f3. Looks like he's trying to go for a scuffed scholar's mate, except for his queen and bishop are attacking different squares, so he is not going to get the scholar's mate he wants. I'm going to go e5 though, because he didn't play e5, and I'm just going to control the center. Takes. I have a very nice center, and he has no central presence at all. He should definitely be worse if he takes. Yeah, we open up our bishop, open up this bishop, you know. This is going to be pretty comfortable for us. Definitely not winning yet, but, you know, we'll see. He's thinking, alright, I'm actually going to, I could go d4 right now, forcing the knight to go back here or back here. I'm gonna stay flexible though, because of course takes is always going to be good for me. So it's just castle here. Probably going to play bishop here next. Usually knights before bishops, but in this case, if I move my knight first, which probably isn't a bad move because I can go to c5, applying pressure here and here. Okay. So this move looks very suspicious. Now black can actually win material right away through bishop g4. And the only move square white can go to that's not covered is e3, but after queen e3 we have a fork. So let's see. What not Rizmiro, but BW29P Boiton. I'm not gonna bother saying it. Anyways, he just got forked. We're gonna be up material, and this should be enough for a win unless I choke massively. He's probably going to have to take our pawn back. Yes, he does. Alright, knight c5 on the way. Trying to exchange more pieces again. Almost always a good idea. I'll rephrase that. When you're up material, is to trade more pieces. In this case, c5 is really good for the knight because he can't really boot it away. He goes bishop c4. Still gonna go knight c5. And I'm gonna try to trade this bishop off as well. This bishop here, although it looks kind of nice, is actually misplaced. And he's going to help me unmisplace it. Not replace, but rather unmisplace. I don't know. Yeah, and we're just going to try to trade off these bishops. I mean, with f3, he's also weak in this diagonal. So after takes, we can entertain some ideas of queen b6. Knight f5, that's a good move. He's trying to get into their this weak square, right? But I feel like it's too little too late. I'm gonna give him a check and see how he responds. I don't want to give away my bishop even though it's a trade. It's just a thing that I have. I just don't like giving people my bishop. Okay, he decides to give me a free pawn. Remember, one attacker, I guess 2 defenders, so it's a free pawn. I'm not sure what he plans to do here. If he goes here, trying to pin me, yeah, he got forked. This is a nasty fork too, with a discovered attack. Gee, poor guy. Actually, this is not as bad as I thought, but we can go check. And he can't really take my knight. He has to respond to the threat on his king. Probably has to take it with his knight, and then we will scoop up this rook in the corner and to be up material. I really like playing against 4 and 500s. What? This is exactly the kind of chess I'm talking about. Didn't even take a free piece. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I guess it's fine. I can just take back. Okay, this guy really doesn't like free pieces. I could go queen d3 here. Don't know if it'd be over aggressive or not. Feel like it's justified though. So queen d3. I'm not sure how good of a move this one is, but we are freezing the queen, defending our bishop, and because the queen is tied down to the rook. And most importantly, as I said, we just defend our bishop. Now, our bishop isn't even attacked. I don't know what this guy's doing. This is a case of Patzer c-check, Patzer play check, or whatever. Like, his knight was doing very well here, but then he decided to move for no reason. There's e5. I don't really see the point of that move. Again, I'm just going to try to trade more pieces. Nothing wrong with this. Could probably go rook d1, which would be slightly annoying, but in that case, I could go queen c3 and continue trading. Goes here, hanging a complete knight. Oh my gosh. And that's gonna be mate. This controls a lot of squares, so don't weaken your squares a lot. This guy went f3 and then f4 and then g3. Probably not the smartest idea, and yeah, he's paying the price. Okay, GG's. Well played. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go on to the next game against Nexi99. Why am I playing against 400s? Man, this is gonna take a while. Okay, more Caro-Kann. Again, c6, d5 against pretty much everything. Let's see if he hangs this pawn. He notices that there are 2 attackers. Just testing him right now. Okay, intelligent specimen sees I'm threatening to do this, but also not super intelligent by him to block his d-pawn, because now because his d-pawn can't move, like this bishop can't get out. If the bishop can't get out, the rook can't get out. So, it's a bit of a problem for him. Let's go bishop g4, though. I would like to push e5, but it's not really my style of chess. I don't like going super aggressive. Although, in this case, e5 is probably a good move. Just controlling more central space and just basically punishing his previous move, bishop d3. So yeah, I am going to go e5 here, especially since he moved his knight away from the center, moving the same piece twice in the opening, which you usually don't do, but in this case, it's like no exception. It's not justified. What is this? Like, he thinks he can fork me, but, yeah, he thinks. Alright, I am going to... I have many good moves here, actually. I'm really spoiled for choice here. I'm going to boot this knight first, though, because I feel like the bishop does really well on d6, where I can go e4 at any time. I can also push for d4, forcing the knight to go to b1. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go d4, actually. Note that after takes, being tricky, defending the knight, does not work after takes. I win a piece here, so this is tactically justified. If he goes to the rim, remember, a knight on the rim is dim or dead. In this case, the knight will just be trapped. So let's see what he plans to do here. Oh, wow. Okay, he's gonna give me the free knight. Wow, okay, he thinks he's being so smart, and you think I could make this intermediate move, but when he plays knight here, maybe he is smart, and he is a genius, and all of a sudden, our queen is attacked. Takes, I'm not sure about that, but this, I am sure. So we defend this twice, with both our knights, and he just attacks it twice. I mean, he's not gonna give up a queen for a knight. Okay, let's take here. We also have ideas of just checkmating. I wonder if you'll see them if I play like queen c7, just an obscure move. Okay, he goes there, but d3, discover check. My gosh, this is not looking good for him now. All of a sudden, actually not all of a sudden, it's always looked pretty bad for him, not gonna lie. We can play knight f2 next. Just wondering if there's a funny way to finish off the game, like a smothered mate. I don't see it, but I wish there was. I could probably take this pawn first, but I'm not gonna. There's no reason to give him any counterplay. This pawn is really annoying, even if he takes it, right? Because it's just hemming in his bishop, and he just resigns, which I don't blame him for. Another pretty decent game by me. He wasn't terrible. Okay, let's go for c4, actually. I've never played this over the board. I'm just gonna go for a whatever this is. I've honestly never played it. We're gonna go for this, I don't know, Botvinnik system thing. Or we can go for e3, followed by d4. This guy does not know what he's doing. So he got the bishop out of the pawn chain, right? But as Ben Feingold likes to say, never play f6, and there's an exception. It's just blocking his knight in. This is the best square, obviously, but he just goes here. And now he's going to have a tough time castling as well. So let's go e3, actually. I'm going to try to push for d4. Hopefully trap a bishop or something. He threatens my pawn. And now that I'm looking at it, that was stupid of me. I shouldn't have played that so quickly. I could have gone here, just won a whole rook. But mistakes are made. Yeah, I'm not perfect. After knight d7, so bishop b7, knight d7, bishop c4, takes. Maybe it's not so clear though. Maybe black gets a lot of counterplay. Maybe my instincts are correct. But here, black is not getting much counterplay. Because I've already protected my pawn now. This is a free pawn, juicer, whatever. And yeah, he has to move his knight. And this comes with some drawbacks, right? It's not just a perfect position for Team White here. And there are some things to be worried about here. Like, This diagonal is now open. It's weak, right? And so I have to be really careful. And he points out right away the weakness here. Alright, maybe I shouldn't have moved my knight to there. Let's go for h3 though. I want to get rid of this pin as soon as possible. Even if he goes bishop h5, I'll probably just go g4. This is just because this pin is really annoying. Could have ideas of knight d4, which he could play right now actually. I'm gonna calculate that. Knight d4. Multiple moves here. No, probably not. Just takes. Okay, he does not go for that. He just takes me, which is definitely a step in the wrong direction. As now he does not have a light squared bishop anymore, right? To control my weakened light squares around my kings. Okay, just gonna castle here. Probably going to go a3 and b4 as well as b5, gaining space on the queen side. This is a good move by him, so that it allows me to exchange queens, which obviously he does not want to do since he is down material. We go here, just simply defending this pawn, preparing d4. He goes here, but again, it's like a one-move threat. A lot of these lower-rated players, when they see a threat, they're like, oh, let's make a one-move threat. But now, as you can see, he's just wasted a move and really has not accomplished anything. So I'm going to go a3 here, prepare b4, just gaining space. We are up 3 points, and yeah, he's going to have to move the knight. I can go b4, or d4 also looks pretty good. I'm going to go for b4. I don't know why, but more like because I can't go d4, right? Because he has too many pieces guarding that square. I don't have enough. He goes bishop b6. I could try to get the bishop here, but I don't think it's worth it. I am going to move out my bishop. It's been a very long time, and my bishop still hasn't moved. I didn't want to go e4 and bring my bishop out this way because he would get the d4 square. Although, it's probably a good idea. b5. I don't want to open up the position favorably for him as well. Even though, like, trades are good for me, pawn trades are kind of eh. So, he brings the knight back to d8. Not that he had much of a choice. And now might be a good time to go for d4. Might. Yeah, I'm gonna play d4. Feel like now is the right opportunity. Now that the knight has moved out of the way, it stops controlling d4. Now we are steamrolling him in the center. c6 is played. I think that's too little too late. I can probably go for some weird tactic. I'm gonna finish off this game nicely, but this guy's playing decently. I wonder... wonder if I can go knight a4 here and try to get something going on this bishop. I'm just gonna try it. I'm up 3 points, so there is really no danger in case I mess up. The idea is if he takes, I take this, right? And so he's probably going to have to move his bishop. Okay, well, he hangs the bishop. Again, tunnel vision or something? I don't know. It's like just hung a piece. He takes. I was about to take the pawn, but there is a bigger prize on a8. So now he's down 9 points. I mean, it's an endgame, so this is looking worse and worse for him now. I'm gonna go rook here. Yeah, and take this pawn. And now we have pressure on everything. And yeah, everything's collapsing for Team Black. d5 is gonna be taken after d5 goes c4 and e5. And he'll have no more pawns. Like, straight up, he'll have no more pawns. And d4, I can just take everything and be up a pawn. And, wow. I feel bad for this guy. Feel bad for him. And actually, he's one of the lower rated players. I'm gonna see if I can possibly make a nice checkmate. I want to go rook f4 followed by knight e6, but if I go rook f4 he forks me. So rook f4, knight d3. I might still be able to make this work. Knight d5. No, that doesn't work. Let's go rook e4 instead. It's alright. Just means that we'll have to play this guy for a little bit longer, but it's not a big deal. He gives a check. Another case of Patzer sees check, Patzer plays check, but at this point it doesn't really matter whatever he does, he's going to lose the game. He goes for this. I mean, he's putting an effort, I'll say that. He's probably going to go knight e6, attacking my rook, and then realize that hangs a knight. I'm going to go rook d1, rook b1, d1, e1, and try to... Wow, he is making luck for his king, so that's a really good decision by him. I'm gonna go h4, actually, and, yeah, I'm gonna just try to get in. Probably go h5. Preventing the king from ever escaping. And hopefully we can end this game with a checkmate on the board. I'm not sure. This guy's playing pretty decently for his rating, but he is probably just gonna give up around now. And again, he's just another guy who runs out of time. I mean, don't do this. Don't do this. It's not cool. You're just wasting people's time. Not gonna give him the rematch. Apparently I made a blunder and a missed win in that game. I'm not surprised though. Again, I'm pretty sure we were just dominating him. So another Caro-Kann player. I'm going to play the two knights variation. I used to play this, and I might still play this over the board. Who knows? It's a very spicy variation. Again, I've had a game that went here, takes, queen e2. Ah! Okay, he goes for knight f6. I could go for queen e2 still, but I feel like e5 followed by d4 is justified. I'm not actually sure. I don't play this variation anymore. He goes for d4. Alright, so we're gonna start we're gonna have to calculate something. Pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes. We're up a pawn. If he takes here, we can take here. Guarding the square from across the entire board. Wow. And if pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, I can take back and be up a pawn. So I feel like that's good for me. He has to take with the bishop. This is a fork after all. Oh, wow. Guess he didn't realize that my queen covers this square. And yeah, this looks like it's gonna be game. It's a slight miscalculation, but he did blunder a pawn there. After e5, I think he was supposed to... I'm just gonna take this free queen. And free bishop. Oh my gosh, this is a slaughter fest. Bishop g7. Oh my gosh. This guy's having... I don't know. He's just not looking at the entire board. And looks like this is gonna be another nice win. Against Roumain. He's probably gonna run out of time like everyone else. But as I was saying, if you're gonna play this with black, I think the move is knight d7. After which I probably would have gone for d4. I'm not sure though. I feel like maybe even e6 is a good idea. But yeah, this ended abruptly with pawn takes, takes, and he's gonna auto-resign. I mean, another bad sport, but you know, a win is a win. Abandoned game. And looks like we're going to end this one at 546. Definitely a nice jump from where we started recording. And yeah, next video we're probably going to try to push to 600. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya. Goodbye.